Hey, welcome back. Today we're doing another episode of Everyday Christian Living. This is a different type of video that we're doing on this channel, in which we're maybe answering questions that someone has about everyday lifestyle, some of our favorites, or maybe sharing some of the places we go and restaurants we eat at, and just sort of doing something like that that will help you get to know us and my family just a little bit better. So, and then we do put them in a playlist, Everyday Christian Living playlist. So make sure you check that out, as well as our other Bible teaching videos also. Today I'm listing my top 5 comedy shows of all time as a Christian. Now, I didn't say my top 5 Christian comedy shows, okay? There's things you can read, there's books you can read, there's magazines you read that are Christian magazines and books. Then there's books and magazines that you might read that are not Christian, but there's nothing wrong with. So that's sort of what we're doing today. We're listing my top 5 that I would say, from when I was a child up. So some of these will go back to the 1970s. They might have even been filmed before then, but the 1970s up till now. And so these are just my opinion, my top 5. Everybody's got a top 5. So I will say that there's been some shows that have come along since I was a kid that I've watched many times and I enjoyed to a point, but they wouldn't rank in my top 5 or maybe even my top 10. I'll give you an example, like Happy Days. It was a big hit back in the 70s. I liked it, and it would rank in my top 20, but I don't know if it would even rank in my top 10. But I did enjoy what I watched of it. And there's been shows like that. Then, of course, there's been a lot of other shows that have come along, such as, and I'm going to use this one as an example, Married with Children. I just didn't care for it. I didn't really feel right about watching it. I tried watching it a time or two, and every time I would watch it, I would get it would basically be, innuendos, sexual innuendos, or some of these type of things, making fun, mockery, and I never could get into that, and so I didn't try watching it very much. I watched it, like I said, a time or two. Then after that, you would see clips of it, and maybe they would be advertising on TV it coming on, and it all seemed the same. So I just didn't get into that. And it's not the only one. There's a lot of shows like that. So it's if you don't feel right about something or don't feel comfortable about something, don't watch it. And so that's what I try to do. I try to watch something that I feel like is family oriented. Now, I will say that in today's time, there's not a whole lot of shows like that. So actually, some of these shows that I'm going to be naming, I have on DVR and the DVDs of them. So basically what I do most of the time, it's spent watching these type of shows, the top 5 that I'm mentioning. Now, there were some other shows that would be pretty close that are not going to make my top 5. For example, The King of Queens, I enjoyed that one. The Nanny with Fran Drescher and Charles Shaughnessy, I enjoyed that one. An old show from the 70s, WKRP in Cincinnati. I totally enjoyed that one. It was one of my favorites as a kid growing up. But I will say this, as it got farther into the seasons, it got more serious oriented, and it seemed to lose a little bit of its comedy form. That would be the only thing that would keep it out of my top 5. But here's my top 5 family type oriented comedy shows. These are shows that I'm a Christian, I'm a preacher, and I enjoy watching them. But again, give this a watch, and I hope you enjoy. And if you've got one maybe I forgot, list it in the comments below, and I'll see if I remember that one as well. So here's my top 5, and I hope you enjoy. Coming in at number 5, Get Smart. Get Smart is about a secret agent, 86. That's his name, Secret Agent 86, or what he goes by. His name on the show is Maxwell Smart, played by Don Adams. And this series focuses on him and his sidekick, 99. And it's a wonderful series set back in the 60s, I guess it was, is when it was made. Has 5 seasons, 138 episodes. And really, the best way to describe this is it's a lot of comedy with these secret agents. As Don Adams' character, if you would take James Bond and Barney Fife of Andy Griffith and put them together, that would be Don Adams' character of Maxwell Smart. So if you want a old-time show that's sort of detective-like, that you would make you laugh, and it's okay for the whole family, Get Smart. You might want to watch it. Coming in at number 4 is I Dream of Jeannie. This series stars Larry Hagman and Barbara Eden. It's about an astronaut who finds a bottle on a beach in the opening show of the first season. Well, from that time on, you can imagine what happens. Once he rubs the bottle, a genie pops out, Barbara Eden's character, and then from that time on, there's all sorts of fun and laughter that ensue. I think you would enjoy this. Again, almost every episode will make you laugh. Some of the supporting characters are so good in this, especially Dr. Bellows. Keep an eye out for Dr. Bellows, as he's the one, it seems like he's always getting, he's trying to catch Major Nelson because he knows something weird is going on with Major Nelson, but it usually always backfires on Dr. Bellows. So coming in at number 4 is I Dream of Jeannie. Coming in at number 3 and still climbing is Last Man Standing by Tim Allen and his character of Mike Baxter. So the reason why I say it's still standing is this series ended, I don't know, I guess about 10 or 15 years ago. But I did not really ever watch it that much. I didn't get into Home Improvement. I didn't really care for it. So I didn't think I would like this one either. But my daughter had been saying, Dad, you would really like Last Man Standing. So about 5 or 6 months ago, I thought, well, I'm going to give it a try. It is hilarious. Wonderful, wonderful show. I think the whole family would enjoy. And as for supporting characters in this, Mandy and Kyle. Watch for Mandy and Kyle as they almost steal the show most of the time in their episodes. Coming in at number 2 is According to Jim. This series is also, I don't know, I guess it went off the air probably about 15 or so years ago. I'm not exactly for sure how long, but stars Jim Belushi. And then, of course, it's about a husband, a wife, and they have 2 daughters and a son. The show runs 8 seasons, and it basically centers on that family, along with the wife, sister, and brother, who are also in most every episode. So it's a wonderful, wonderful, and funny series. I have so many of these shows. I forgot how many I've got on our DVR, and I watch them over and over and over again. And it's just a very, very funny episode, funny show. I think you would enjoy it. According to Jim, that comes in at number 2. So before I name number 1, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go over my top 5. Number 5, Get Smart. Number 4, number 4 is I Dream of Jeannie. Then number 3 is Last Man Standing, still climbing. And number 2, According to Jim. Coming in at my number 1, this is back from the 60s, and it probably don't need a lot said because most all of you have heard about it. But yes, I was a kid. I loved it then. I still love it now. Gilligan's Island. Ran for 3 seasons. Most everyone has probably seen this, knows the theme song, so I don't have to say a lot about it. I'll just say this. It's good for so many laughs, and there's nothing ever wrong with these episodes. So I think the whole family could get some good laughs out of it. So again, coming in at number 1 on my all-time top 5, Gilligan's Island, followed closely by According to Jim. Last Man Standing is making a bolt as it's going upward at number 3. Number 4, I Dream of Jeannie. Number 5 is Get Smart. Now, if you have some that you'd like to mention in the comments below, make sure you leave them because maybe I forgot about some excellent series that are good for families out there. And again, these are not shows that I'm saying are Christian shows, but these are shows that I feel is all right for a Christian to watch, just like a Christian might go fishing or hunting or read a different kind of magazine other than the Bible or a book other than the Bible. The same thing, you can watch shows that are good family shows that'll make you laugh. Hope you enjoyed this list. Watch for us on our next Everyday Christian Living.